everybody, and welcome back to the EAPicks.com TV show. I'm your host, Tony T, and EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers go on the record with their picks for the world to see every single day. That's right, at EAPicks.com, handicappers are tracked, and their plays are there for you. If you just go and check out today's picks, you can see them actually 30 minutes after kickoff or tip-off. All right, now it's time to go out to Las Vegas, Nevada. We bring back to the show Dave the Meatman Scandaliato from meatandpotatoes.com. Dave, the win streak was at 5. It ended at 5.
Yeah, it was kind of depressing. It was very depressing. You know, you're trying to win every day, and you know, you got a chance and all that, but obviously California was a better team, and I'm not going to make any excuses. Win 5 in a row. You know, I feel sorry for all the people that watched the video day in and day out, and then decided today was the day that they were going to take a shot with me, and I come up a loser. And, you know, you got a lot of people going to bed tonight go, well, I know how to break. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. This was, you know, it was a pick I made, and it didn't win. I mean, you know, there's really not much I could do about it, but I got some good ones for tomorrow, man. We're only going to give out one here on the program, but I definitely think I got a good one going tomorrow. We're going to see. It's a tricky selection I'm going to make. But as far as the winning streak, hey, look, maybe we can make it 9 in a row, or 8 in a row, Sunday and all week next week. Who knows? But, yep, Washington, the whatever the hell they are, the Huskies, they let the Meatman down today. That's the bottom line, and we move on in life.
That's right. We do move on in life, David. We're going to look at the college basketball board for Sunday's action. It's from the Big East on Fox 1. We got Villanova Wildcats, pretty good team, on the road to face the Creighton Blue Jays. And we find that Creighton is the favorite, 3.5 points. And how do you see this one?
Well, I really wish Villanova was playing this game at home. But, of course, the last time they played at home against Creighton earlier this year, Creighton just beat them like a red-headed stepchild, boy. I mean, it was ugly, man. I mean, I don't know. That might be the worst home loss Villanova's ever had. I don't really do a lot of research on that, but I thought they lost by about 30. And, man, Villanova was sizzling hot at the time, and Creighton just came in there and just blew them out, man. I mean, made them look like a high school team or a grade school team. I mean, they really stuck it to Villanova. But maybe it's payback time on Sunday. Maybe it's time for a little payback. Maybe, I don't know. These aren't the games I specialize in right here, taking road teams. I don't like betting a team on the road. I always like, everybody says, people call me up all the time. They go, you sure like taking a home team? Yeah, why not? I mean, teams do better at home than they do on the road. I give myself a better chance at winning when I take the home team. I mean, it's not rocket science, man. I mean, this isn't really that hard.
No, it's not.
There's only, I mean, it's team A against team B.
Yeah, you just look at the home records on these teams.
Yeah, well, that's how I do good in the NBA. I mean, you'll have teams that, you know, they'll be 15-10 at home and 1-24 on the road, okay? And, yeah, there'll be 10, 12 games under 500, but that's because they can't win on the road. That's because they can't win on the road. So I like betting home teams. Teams at home win, and that's what I like to do. But here, I'm gonna do something I rarely do, man. I'm gonna take Villanova, and I'm gonna take the 3.5 points. Villanova's only lost one game on the road this year. They're 8-1. This is a good road basketball team right here. All right, this is very rare. This is very rare. When I did my homework, I go over every game after game after game after game. I mean, it just gets kind of monotonous after a while, but it's better than a real job. I can tell you that. I used to wait tables at 10 bar, and used to be a land surveyor with the rod and the instrument and all of that stuff. So, I mean, you know, even on my worst day, like today, it's still better than any day I've ever had pushing the tools for somebody else. But, you know, usually you see a team like Villanova and they just got a bad road record. And I went, wow, look at that road record, 8-1 in a big revenge game. I could see if Creighton would have beat them by 2, 3, 4, 5 points, something like that. This would have been another loss. Would have been another loss. Everybody loses, even a Meatman. I lost today, first time all week. So, but the way they lost by 30, big number, blowout at home in your own gym, made you look stupid on national TV. Believe me, the coach is constantly reminding these guys at Villanova Wildcats, saying, you guys are better than this. You guys are better than this. And I'm sure the Creighton head coach is going, Jesus God, man, don't get overconfident here. This is a good basketball team, but I think one clearly outweighs the other. And Villanova, like I said, good road team, big revenge game, blown out in their own gym earlier this season by the same team. And I'm going to do something I think I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to take a road team. I'm going to take Villanova Wildcats plus the 3.5. You said that's what I'm getting, 3.5?
Yep, I'm seeing 3.5 points.
All right, good enough. I told you the other day I'd never lose another game by a half point. I'm getting ready to leave in a little bit. The kiosk machine for the William Hill stays open till 2:30 in the morning, so I'm just a stone's throw away from there. I could actually crawl home from the Riviera. I'm going to think about it. I got to do that all the time. Getting there is not a problem. It's that walk back, man. Jeez, criminy. I did good last time in the dog machine. I did all right. I left the house with $40. I got back with $50. I must have given the waitress $20, $25. I mean, she got me hammered. Man. She saw I was winning and going on the machine and cashing tickets and this and that and the other thing. She just kept bringing beer after beer after beer. I'm going to have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or something like that, but not as long as I'm winning like this, Tony. I mean, hey, look, when you win 5 in a row, you deserve to go out on a Friday night. That's how I look at it. Now, tonight's a different story. I'm coming off a loss, and I had to take a big nap after the game. You watch the game, you go, So, but I think Villanova's the way to go tomorrow, and let's see if we can't get right back. I can't remember the last time I've lost 2 in a row here on the program. I don't want to give anybody any false hope or anything like that, because I've told you before, it's 75% luck, 25% skill. So if you divide the luck in half, that's 37.5%. I got about 20 to 25% in the skill department. I make bad picks. All you got to do is look at the Super Bowl. That was a bad pick. That was a bad pick. Every bookie I talked to here in town told me they needed the Seattle Seahawks to win the game and cover the spread like a guy in a hospital needs blood. And for some God knows reason, Tony, I didn't listen to him. I don't know why. I listen to him all the time. I felt like one of my customers. That's what I felt like after a game. After me telling you who's going to win and then you don't play it. I felt like an idiot. But, every now and then you make a mistake. I made a mistake then, so I got about 20 to 25% in the skill department. You put the 20% with the 37.5%, that gives you 57.5%, and that's what you need to do to win. You got to win 52.4% of your games, and then you got to win a couple extra percent, or you're wasting your time, because what's the point hitting 52.4%, running all over town and breaking even? My man John Kelly told me that. He said, if you're going to gamble, you got to make it worth your while. So I'm just $100, $200 better. So I gotta win a high percentage of my games in order for me to make money. I'm not like Kelly trying to hit 53% of my games because I'm betting on my dead grandpa's money. You know what I'm saying? A trust fund, baby. So I have to win at a higher rate than most people to turn a decent enough profit, because I don't have $10,000 to bet on no basketball game. I'm sorry. All you people out there listening to land thinking I'm moving 10,000 on a game and 20 dimes, and nah, Unfortunately, I'm just $100, $200 play. I'm just a regular guy. Goes a $200 bet here in Las Vegas is bigger than 99% of all the wages made in this town. So I don't feel too bad when I show somebody I got a deuce on a team, and I'm going to have 200. I'm buying a half a point on Villanova now, Tony. I'm going to buy it up to 4. I'm going to lay that $1.20. But this is a deuce play for me, no doubt. I'll take Villanova and the points.
All right, Dave the Meatman Scandaliato comes in with Villanova plus the 3.5 points against Creighton. And as we take a look here at the EAPicks.com sports monitor, you're going to find here that Dave is having a very good year this season here from college basketball. And matter of fact, he's having, if you look here at the current month, he's having a winning month here at the EAPicks.com sports monitor. And that's, again, for the third consecutive month. He was a winner in December, winner in January. Outstanding NFL season from preseason to final playoff season. He was winning, and just a win machine is really what he was. And he does bounce back after losses. You don't believe me? Go back and look at all the videos we've done since we started the EAPicks.com TV show, and you will see that Dave is having an outstanding performance here on the TV show. Well, Dave, we're looking here at the card from college basketball, and I know there may be even some people want to know what to do with the NBA All-Star Game, for crying out loud. You know, although it's not monitored at the EAPicks.com monitor, I don't see a line on our monitoring service, but people may call and ask you about it. But I know there's a very big card here from college basketball, ESPNU, Fox Sports 1, CBS. There's a lot of TV games going. What else is that going on there for the public?
I will have a selection on the All-Star Game. If you want to give me a call for this NBA pick, 1-888-375-2710, 1-888-375-2710. Now, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I have my NCAA college basketball first half over-under game of the year going on Sunday. Now, unfortunately, this will be an unmonitored, undocumented pick because EA Picks, www.picks.com, the place that monitors all my plays, doesn't do first halves. I got to call all my clients tomorrow. Believe me, it'll be documented by a lot of people that bet a lot of money on these games. So if you want to get this play, I'll give it to you tomorrow for free. Now, you got to be able to bet first halves. You got to be able to bet first halves. If you can bet first halves in college basketball, there's going to be a real snoozer tomorrow, baby. It's going to be a snoozer. I can tell you right now. This thing is going to be an absolute bore-a-thon in the first half. Unless you got $400 or $500 on it like the Meatman is going to have. Because Brick City, this is going to be running the shot clock, passing the ball. I got this game absolutely nailed. And I'll give it to you for nothing. 0. 1-888-375-2710. Talk directly with me, Dave Scaliato, the owner of meatandpotatoes.com. I've been open since 1998. 1998. 15 years I've had this website. I'll laugh at these guys. They come, I'm getting a website. I'm opening a website. Hey, good. Good luck. Good luck. Call me. I tell you what, I won't even make you call me after the first 15 years. I wouldn't do that to you because I know you're not going to make it 15 years. Call me after the first decade you've been doing this. Call me. I was on the internet, Tony, when you had to use a dial-up. AOL, remember that? Remember we all had America Online?
Oh, yeah.
We had the dial-up. The guy that was building my website, it must have took him 6 months to build it because everything was so slow back then. And then the high speed started coming along, and this and that. You know, like 15 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are on target on Skype. On Skype. I mean, we used to play Pong when we were growing up. We'd have a paddle. Each of us would have a paddle. We'd play Pong. Now we're talking on Skype. So we've come a long way, but I got a long way to go. I turned 45 this year. I'm going to be in the business at least another 25 years unless the Lord takes me. I go to church every week. That's why I always say, y'all need any more ushers at the Mass on Sunday? I'm like, no, we got just enough that God won't kill me. Got just enough because we miss out on one or two, then the crew's short and this and that and that and the other thing. So, no, we don't need any more help. We just don't need any of us to go anywhere. Because, Tony, I ain't going to lie to you, man. I don't live the healthiest lifestyle in the world. I know you like to go to the gym and all that, but I know a guy named Jim, but that's the closest that I get to the place. And but big day planned tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lot of money. Have a lot of money flying around this town. And if you're down for the week and you need to get out of the trap, pick the phone up. Give me a call. 1-888-375-2710. My first half NCAA college basketball game of the year. Not game of the month, not game of the week, not game of the day. This is the one right here. If you were ever going to test the Meatman, you were ever going to call me and put your faith in one game that you just can load up on, give me a call. 1-888-375-2710.
Be sure to give Dave a call on his comp pick hotline. You see the number right there, 888-375-2710. Get his NCAA college basketball first half game of the year absolutely free on the comp pick hotline. Give him a call. He's giving it to you right over the phone. He picks up the phone himself, 888-375-2710. Also, in review, college basketball, he's on Villanova plus 3.5 against Creighton. And we've showed you the EAPicks.com sports monitor where Dave is monitored, where all the handicappers are monitored for the world to see. You can check out the records. Matter of fact, if you click today's picks, you can also click today's picks. And 30 minutes after the games go off, you'll be able to see the plays in action. So you can track the handicapper selections right here on the EAPicks.com sports monitor. And as we click current odds, you're going to find the EAPicks monitors use the odds from bookmaker.com. And as you click the lines here, you're going to find that the handicappers, Dave, at the EAPicks.com sports monitor have only 1 point spread they can make their picks against, and it's that from Bookmaker.
Yep, bookmaker.eu, that's the American website for Chris, Costa Rica International Sports. That place takes more action than any sports book in the world, period. End of discussion. They take more action at Chris than they take at all of the sports books here in Las Vegas combined. People, when I tell people that, they go, "You're kidding me, right?" Like, no. Their handle every day at Chris is bigger than the handle here in Las Vegas. I mean, there was $120 million bet on the Super Bowl out here in Las Vegas. I know a Chris agent took $5 million in action himself. One guy took 4% of the handle of the whole state of Nevada. So, this is a good number there right here. Unlike covers and pregame and Vegas Insider and Don Best, where you get to put your own line in there. No, EAPicks.com uses the current line from the number one sports book in the world. Not out here in Las Vegas, not in your hometown, not in your state, not in North America, in the world. And that's why when you find a guy at EAPicks.com that can win, he can win for you because the same lines that he's being documented at are the same lines that you're going to get from your guy. If not, something maybe even a little better if you buy my plays, because I take a lot of the anti-steam. A lot of times you'll get a play for me, the line will be 1.5 when you get it. It'll be 2.5 when you go to bet it, because if there's one thing I've learned in my 10 years out here in Las Vegas, the sharps and the wise guys are the biggest frauds you ever seen in your life out here. I know more broke sharps and wise guys than you could ever imagine. The sharper you are, usually the broker you are. That's how I look at it. It is amazing. Amazing. Check out EAPicks.com and find yourself a guy that can win using the current point spread. And forget about these bozos here in town that think they know what they're doing.
All right, be sure to give Dave a call on the comp pick hotline as we talked about. And he talked about EA Picks against a widely available number at Chris. To review, Dave has from college basketball, Villanova plus 3.5 points in this contest against Creighton. Villanova plus 3.5, and get his first half game of the year college basketball. Call him on the Comp Pick hotline. You see the number on the screen, 888-375-2710. If you like some help with the All-Star game, that game is not a monitored selection at EA Picks, but you can call him for his All-Star selection from the NBA. Again, 888-375-2710. All right, I'd like to thank Dave the Meatman Scandaliato for joining me tonight here on the EAPicks.com Sports Monitor. Once again, EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers go on record with their picks for the world to see every single day. I'm Tony T. We're coming back tomorrow.